All right, thank you and welcome. Here, let me walk you through on how you'll be using the Bamboo. Immediately, you must have downloaded it from your store, either your Apple Store or your Play Store. So immediately after downloading it, this is the next place it will actually bring you to if you open the app. So start by doing what? Start building wealth. So you have to click in this place, then it will take you to the next page, which is this place. So depending on your country, as you can see, there are all the countries. We have so many countries here, so you can actually choose your own country. But for those, for we here in Africa, you can actually see Nigeria, South Africa, and Ghana. It's more effective. So that's about that. Now here you have to complete these, your name, your last name, gender, birthday, email, phone number, password, and all that. So before you actually acknowledge it, please take note to put in my referral code. Yes, which is NKWOR, that's NKWORO. Then you put the code 489 366. That's 489 366. So that is so together, together you can add to you the names and the number of it together. Then you click, you tap on the acknowledgement, then you actually continue. Now under this section, you have they must have sent you what a code in your email and also your phone number. So you actually put it. Then here you have to create your password. Get to create your password, and you know after that place you now come to this place, complete your KYC, then you proceed. While you actually proceed, then here, depending on your country, you have to prove what? Proof of identity. So you put in, like here in Nigeria, you have to put in your BVN. If you're in Ghana or South Africa or in US, spending. So you have to put in your what? Your means of identification, your country means of identification, so as to complete the process, right? So as to complete this particular stage. It's very important that you have nothing to be worried about because it's really safe. Yeah, just a regulatory matter that you just have to complete. Now, after putting it, then it will now take you what to the next step, which is perhaps you have completed your profile. So this is the home page. Once you have completed the first verification process, so here you have your name. Here you have your name. Then under this side, just before your name, that profile picture, you have to actually get to do what? So that's the place you will be clicking next, so as to know how we can get to verify the remaining parts of the app. So let's tap on that place. Now we have this place. So one important thing we must know in this place is that we must really work on our KYC statute and every other information here. We just have to complete it. Now we'll be paying attention. Of course, the next thing we'll be doing here is to tap on the KYC. So this is the KYC statute option. So it has actually opened. So this place we must be very careful to provide all the basic and necessary information here. Number one is identity words verification. So start from that number one, submit. You tap on submit. Then once you get to tap on submit, now it will, perhaps if you not get to put your BVN in the previous session, then you put it. Then that's about BVN. Then the second option is what? Your bank account details, right? So you ensure at this stage that your name in which you use in registering the app also matches with your bank name, so as to do what? Your bank name, you put in your bank name and your account number, you know because the app is actually trying to, like, protect, to ensure that you are the one using it. So after that, we'll now come to the next one, which is invest profile. Sorry, investment profile. So you have to tap here, submit. Then you have to complete all this process, like all these options. it's very important. Employment, depending on your start of employment, so whatever be your start of employment, you can actually get to do what? Get to, select it. Then occupation, of course, your, yeah, then your, yes, okay, before then, your employment, so just have to complete your employment start to, so select it. Then employers what? Business. So depending on whatever you are into, the options are all here. So you just have to do what? Select your options so as to complete this one. Now, the next one we're going is position. Of course, you know your position. That is an employer's position. So you just have to complete your, just have to also select this one and, proceed. Right? Then have to complete this one and actually proceed with it. So that's about this. Now the next, yeah, employer's name. Of course, I'll be putting my name here. For example, so you can put your name and get to proceed. Now your marital status. So of course, select single. So now the next one again is investment. That's investment. Under the investment, you have goal. Now, pending on your goal. So at this stage, if you want to select active trader, daily trader as well, or frequent trader, pending on the market. So I would recommend that you actually select a frequent trader depending on the market. So, but anyways, you are entitled to whichever option you want to. So another one again is experience. So what's your experience? Are you just a new person into the using the app? You can say none. Then if you still have one or two experience, also pending. So that's about that. Now that's about that. So under the risk tolerance. So yeah, of course, I would recommend you put low risk. Then source of wealth. So depending on your source of wealth, so you can actually, select either savings from salary, sale of property, loan, sales of shares, and it all depends on what you really want. And that now also the amount in which you would want to start with, right? So the amount, so depending on your capacity, right? So you can actually get to select that. Also your net worth, depending on your capacity, you have to select and click into that. Now, of course, yearly income, it all depends on you as well to. All right, so here, yes, then in this session, to actually bring you to the affiliation session, in which if you have affiliation with any US broker or dealer or FINRA, you can click or option 2. But the commonly used one is the none of the above. This is the most common case, which is the last one. So you next, then you can actually select it. Then next, then in this next stage, it will actually bring you to where you can actually select your bank. So if you have not added your bank uh, in the previous session, then you can actually add your bank details. Yeah, don't mind me, please. I have to use another account to complete this video so as to let you know. So this is not the actual account I actually started, but I have to continue from where I stopped. So that's about that. So once you have completed, you have added your account details, you can actually proceed. Okay, so now this place, your account is verified. As you can see, your identity verification, bank account details, investment profile, affiliation is what is complete. So the next thing we'll be doing is actually to head to getting to deposit to the account. right? So this place is actually NGX, that's Nigerian stock. If you really want to invest, buy Nigerian stock. Okay, let me make deposits. It's actually saying insufficient fund because we have not funded it. All right, so let's make our first deposit basically to actually see how it works, right? So I'll have to do what? We have to ensure that all this place is actually verified. So now this is the place where we can actually make our first deposit. So if you have a domestic account, a dollar account, you can deposit. If you have a naira account, you can actually deposit. So depending on how much you want to deposit. So in respect, so depending on how much you actually want to deposit, you can type in any amount you have or you want to start with, as the case may be. Now, so that's it. So any amount you can actually type in, you can put it in. Then in this section, select payment type. So either direct bank transfer or your debit credit card, whichever one that is preferable to you, you can actually do, right? So that's about this. Now, okay, so if you decide to use bank transfer, you decide to click bank transfer, automatically it will take you to the next section in which the app has already generated a bank account for you in which you can actually deposit to your wallet, right? So for example, this place now, you see, so this in this place you can actually copy what you can actually copy the bank account. You also see your name attached to it, affiliated to the Bamboo app, right? Then you also do so also take note of the fee. So they charge, this is the fee of 100 naira. So you copy this account and go to your bank app to make what? To make your deposit. So once you deposit from your bank, or your credit card, or your bank transfer, or whatever means you're actually using, it will reflect. So let's see if all right. So we have made the deposit. So let's see if the money has actually reflected. Come back here, right? Let's see. Right. So you see, so the money has actually reflected here. So they have collected their own commission. So what we have here now is a nine. Okay, so this is as you can see, the money has actually reflected here, unlike before where there was no money here, right? So with this now we can do what? We can actually buy stock, but at this moment it's actually in what? In your Naira wallet. So let's see if you can transfer it to the USD wallet to enable us deposit. So what we have here, we have a 62, right? So let's see. You put your pin. All right. So let's done. So meaning it has actually been transferred to our what? Our to your USD wallet. So let's see. Okay. So now let's see if we can actually buy stock. So this is the place. So come here, invest. So under this invest, you have what? You have all USD only, you have Naira only, that is under assets. Now you have a personalized investing, right? Set up your account to work for you. We wouldn't want to go into that, but at your private time you can actually go it. So here we have all assets offerings. So here we have the US stock, then we have the Nigerian stock, which is the NGN stock, right? We have treasury bills, we have fixed return. So we'll be paying attention to either the Nigerian stock or the US stock. So let's try the US stock and see. So these are the ones here and more. We have Apple, Amazon, Global X, a whole lot. Microsoft, Netflix, Spotify, Tesla, and so that's about this one. All right, let's choose. So other ones too. Chocolates. I don't know if I'm correct. Okay, that's chocolates. So this is chocolates, right? So as you can see, you can actually see buy. So if for example you want to buy chocolates, right? So this one, so whichever one you want to buy, you can actually search for it. Whichever stock you want to buy, you can actually search for it. And so let's proceed. So here you have the option buy every month, buy now, limit order, stop order. All these options, you can actually go through it so as to understand how best it works. Okay, let's say buy now. Now depending on how much you have in your wallet, right? So it all depends on how much you have in your wallet. So you can actually place or how much you want to buy. So here, of course, here you have to, here it will bring you back to your, it will give you the option to your local account. So you select, right? So you see, so you place order. So it's loading. So let's see if it will. So it's actually loading. So let's wait to see it completes. So um, all right, purchase successfully. So at this point you have purchased a particular stock. Okay, you can view other details. Okay, can come back. So at this point you have actually purchased this stock, you know. So that's to come to your home page. So you come to your home page, as you can see US stock. So it means that you have actually purchased this. So this is how to actually complete the purchase of a stock. So depending on the stock you have, as I'll always be sharing signals, you can always see. So I believe this is very simple and it will really go a long way in making sure that you get your Bamboo verified deposits and eventually get to buy a stock.